ではこの暖かな空気のこの後の予想を見ていきます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かな空気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで晴れる予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はゲストありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の北上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが届いています。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は現在の気温が寒くなるところがありそうです。お花見に行かれる方はお散歩をお願いします。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃から天気が崩れそうです。明日は雨の降る所が多くなるでしょう。朝から太平洋側を中心に北側が広くなりそうです。というわけで予想気温です。最近の気温、今朝よりも低いところが多いでしょう。札幌から東京にかけては冬晴れです。最高気温は全国的に今日より5度前後高くなります。多くのところで4月並みです。札幌は5度、そして関東から西の地域も西6度まで上がるところが多いでしょう。では週間予報。札幌から東京です。日本海側は土曜日にかけて
すみません、桜様。
日曜日の太平洋側で雲が広がり、東京は冷たい雨が降りそうです。名古屋からの方です。ではこの暖かな空気のこの後の予想を見ていきます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かな空気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで晴れる予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はゲストありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の北上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが届いています。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は現在の気温が逆に寒くなるところがありそうです。お花見に行かれる方はお散歩をお願いします。では明日の予報です。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃から天気が崩れそうです。明日は雨の降る所が多くなるでしょう。朝から太平洋側を中心に北側が広くなりそうです。というわけで予想気温です。最近の気温、今朝よりも低いところが多いでしょう。札幌から東京にかけては冬晴れです。最高気温は全国的に今日より5度前後高くなります。多くのところで4月並みです。札幌は5度、そして関東から西の地域も西6度まで上がるところが多いでしょう。では週間予報。札幌から東京です。日本海側は土曜日にか
す
けて
みません、
雨が降り
桜
そうです。
様。
日曜日の太平洋側で雲が広がり、東京は冷たい雨が降りそうです。名古屋からの方です。
How is everyone doing? Please let me know. Also, let me know how the sound is. I think I need to buy one of those things for the mic to protect. I don't know where I have one, but I don't know where I put it, to be honest. So I'm gonna try to find it. Because I think I can improve the sound quality. Yes, I think I can. But anyways, guys, let me know how's the sound. I'll lower the music a little bit. Alright, what are we talking about today? I did prepare something actually. I did prepare something for today. the undervalued RH meme coin. So what I prepared is basically my overview, let's say my overview of the RH meme coin sector, right? How are they distributed across 4 different pillars, right? And the pillars are, if I remember correctly, the narrative, the product market fit, the virality, and what else? I'm missing something else. And the attention, yes, the attention, exactly. So basically, yes, those are the 4 features that I used to analyze, let's say, these coins. And this is extremely subjective, obviously. This is just my opinion, but I think it can be interesting for you guys to see where do I put them, right? Because we know they're just memes, but even though they're just memes, I think they have special features, let's say, that make them a little bit different from one another. But anyways, we'll look into that and into the coins, because we did pump as expected. I'm joking. We never know when we pump, when we dump, but we were expecting some sort of relief right after the big dump that we had. So not surprising, and it's good. It's good that we're finally kicking things off. Hopefully, right? It's still a bit soon to say, right? Let me just. Right. The sound seems good like this. Scotty Scott says, I'm tired. All I do is work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All you do is work. And that's part of the process, sir. That's part of the process. We're not in a bull season yet, so we gotta grind. We gotta hustle. We gotta, work and sweat. Work for our bags. And the enjoy your time is has not arrived yet. So we're still in farming mode, farming season, hard work. We're cultivating, we're planting the seeds. So we need to, tend to the crop every single day. And when it's time to harvest, then we'll enjoy. We'll throw a big party. Everybody's invited. We'll have drinks. Everybody will love each other. But we're not there yet, right? We're not there yet. It is a long way until we get there. But when I mean a long way, it's not really that long, right? It will go fast. Trust me, it will go fast, because the market is ruthless, right? So when you start to enjoy it, it will just end suddenly, right? So works both ways, right? That's why I'm focused now in building my bags, making sure they're heavy, they're loaded, so that when the prices start to move aggressively, I don't need to worry. And I just need to onboard new people to explain how everything works, what is what, and that's it. Because trust me, guys, when prices start to pump, you won't have time to do anything else besides tending to newcomers. Basically, that's just how it is, right? That's just how it is. A lot of people arrive daily, and basically you don't really have time to do anything else besides repeating the same stories, answering the same questions, etc., right? And there's so many indicators that you can use to know that we're in a bull, right? And I can tell you from past experience that we're not there yet. That's why I'm so relaxed, right? I'm much less relaxed during the bull season. Trust me, much less, because it's when we need to really be focused and understand where we are in the cycle, because it can take some time for the bull to kick off, or it can be something that's very fast. Personally, I never know how it goes, so I just want to be prepared for both situations, for both scenarios. So yes, That's what I'm doing. Besides building things, because as I told you guys, building things is the best thing that you can do, because it will take your mind off, you know, prices and drama, and then you'll just enjoy those things. But mostly as an outsider, right? You don't need to actively participate in the drama, right? I mean, you can. It's funnier, right, when you are inside the drama, because you get the attention, right? But on the other hand, you kind of get your hands full, right? Replying to people, etc. So I prefer to stay outside and just watch. What up, Temtem? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Today we're gonna have slow-paced. I'll try slow-paced stream, just discussing the new opportunities, the undervalued RH meme coins. Right? There's not many people talking about those, and I think it's important that somebody does, right? Somebody does speak about them and promotes them, and I guess it's my job now. So here I am, guys. Here I am promoting the RH memes, and should we? Yeah, should we just go into the meat and the juice of today's episode and just dive deep into the RH meme spectrum? Yeah, why not? Why not? There's not many people here, and I like that. I want the people to get the real alpha to be as few as possible, right? I want to be a close group of people who do the hard work, who are here early and every day, and like those people deserve to get all the knowledge, and I believe they will get, right. I believe you guys will get rewarded at the end, because you'll be prepared. Basically, you'll just be prepared. And and I'm not like, I don't mean my show, right? I mean every show. You should watch and try to get as much content as possible. Like, obviously, try to to be selective in the sources, right? But apart from that, watch everything the people that you like do, right? And try to consume as much content as possible from those people, right? And speaking from my experience, right? I produce a lot of content that's like it's irrelevant, right? It's not really interesting, but sometimes I do produce stuff that's that I believe is really good alpha, right? So yeah, that's why that's why I think you don't really need to follow those like that many people, right? But the ones that you follow, try to dig deep and consume their content as much as possible. This applies to anybody that you follow and that you think has knowledge, basically. Because, like, for example, Richard Hart, right? In a much different scale, obviously, right? Like, nobody compares to Richard Hart, but I'm just drawing a very unrealistic comparison, right, between PulseChain influencers and Richard Hart, right? But just in the sense that if you go back to the videos that he did 2, 3, 4 years ago, you'll get a lot of useful information, right? You'll watch a lot of things that are related to the time, right? Right, the hex price, etc. But you'll also get a lot of useful information about how markets work, like everything, basically everything. So is it worth it? I believe so, right? It's hard work, right? Because you kind of have to consume the content. There is no way to cheat. You kind of have to dig through, but at the end it's rewarding, right? Because you'll get information that's not readily available, right? And that's a very important feature, I think, of this ecosystem, which is we have a lot of knowledgeable people, but the information is not easy to digest. And that's actually a good thing, right? Because only the people who kind of dig deep are rewarded, right? Let me see. Why is the music so quiet? Yeah, right. Better now. Anyways, that's just my usual monologue, irrelevant monologue, guys. Let's go into the RH Memes spectrum. Let me. Where is it? There we go. Wait, before we dive into the meme coin spectrum, I need to play. You guys know I need to play the Hex song because I need to feel pumped. I need to get excited. And Temtem is here. She loves Hex. She deserves this song. She deserves the Hex song because she's been buying aggressively. And we need to respect the Hexicans who buy a lot, do not sell, and more importantly, who promote Hex, right? And I still hold my Hex. I haven't sold it. Believe it or not, I haven't sold my Hex. I'm still holding. I'm restaking. I'm providing LP. I'm doing a bunch of different things with my Hex besides, selling, because I do believe like new opportunities will arise for Hex in many different ways. I'm not only talking about the price. Yes, the price will go up, obviously, in my opinion, but products will appear, further integrations, I think, and a lot of things. Like, imagine when you have a coin that's like second cycle, as Somi says, and he's right, it gets less pumpy, which is absolutely normal, right? You don't need to get angry at that. That's just part of the process. It happens to every coin, even Bitcoin, right? Like, especially Bitcoin. So if Hex is successful, it will follow that pattern as well, most likely, right? Most likely. Diminishing returns, right? But diminishing returns can be, instead of doing a 10,000x, it does a 1,000x, something like that, right? So diminishing returns, but it still pumps a lot, right? But there are features of cycle 2 coins that first cycle coins usually don't have, which is products around those, those coins that kind of further develop, right? So, like, for example, before Aave was Aave, it was what was the name? Lending, whatever the name. I don't remember the name, but I actually bought those coins before it was Aave. But like, it evolves, right? And that's my point. It starts as one thing and then it evolves into another. It's it's a process, right? It's a process, and that usually happens to coins that have been here for a longer time, just because you have more confidence on those protocols. I'm like just because Hex exists for a longer time than other car coins or RH, especially RH memes, right? That are very, very recent. Like, the likelihood is that it exists for a longer time than RH memes. Even though we can agree that these memes are potentially will pump higher, right? Are pumpier. So it's kind of like a trade-off, right? But it is what it is. It's fine. It's for every taste, basically. Hi, TS Pedro. How are you doing, sir? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the show. You arrived just in time, sir. Just in time. Just before I play the Hex song and I move into the meat. And I've been saying this for like the past 10 minutes. I know, guys. I'm just leading you guys on. I know that. I gotta play the game, man. I gotta play the game. Sorry, guys. You know how it is. And now I'm gonna play the Hex song. You know why? I want to feel excited. I want to get pumpy. That's how I want to feel before we start digging into the RH memes. All right, let me stop the sound. Yeah, the music here, and let's play the song. I love this song, man. Keeps me excited. Boom.
RH the Pinky. Have we got it? RH the Pinky. Pair of puffs. RH the Pinky. Sodomites. RH the Pinky. What? Have we got it? RH the Pinky. Pair of puffs. About town. RH the Pinky. Sodomites. RH the Pinky. What? Have we got it? RH the Pinky. Pair of puffs. RH the Pinky. Sodomites. In frilly lace. RH the Pinky.
Amazing. I love this song. All right. Where was I? Yes. Let's go. Pair of puffs. Yes, sir. That will be us once X does 1000X and we're all in a happy days mode, in fairy tale land, just enjoying, just walking around with the gang, basically. Just enjoying the richness and riches that Hex will allow us to buy one day. So I'm glad you did enjoy the song, Cryptoland. It's a great song, man. It gets me going, basically. Keeps me in the mood, happy, excited. All right. And sorry, guys, I'm a little bit tired today. Yeah, there we go. So, what do we have here? A lot of things, but it's not very complicated, right? This is just my subjective and very stupid, retarded analysis of the RH meme coins, right? And basically, first I kind of was like, how can I divide them into categories that I kind of like, that kind of makes sense in my mind, to memes, regarding memes. I was like, okay, attention, first of all, right? And product market fit. For me, those were like the first two most obvious one, right? And when I say attention, is like kind of like love, hate, engagement in general, right? And then product market fit, like just liquidity, volume, makers, etc., right? And then I was like, all right, besides this, what also matters? And it was another obvious one, which was the narrative, right? Kind of basically how enticing, right? The storytelling is basically how enticing. And finally, the virality, right? The virality is basically how easy to spread, like memetics, essentially. That's what I mean, network effect and memetics. How easy it is to spread memes, basically. And so I was like, all right, how do I sign these coins? And for me, in terms of product market fit, it's very, very simple, right? Pump and Most have the most product market fit, right? Right now. So they do fit easily for me in that area, right? Then we have the attention ones, right? DAI, for example, that has a lot of hate, right? Best, that so far seems quite irrelevant, but in my opinion, it will have a very strong narrative, right? Once and attention, once Richard becomes the best founder again, right? When everything is green, everything is like, green candles technology, everybody's happy. I do think Best will has the potential to pump a lot, basically. And obviously BitcoinHEX too, right? For obvious reasons, right? In terms of attention, right? Because right now X is down and like nobody really cares, right? But once it pumps, I think BitcoinHEX will pump much harder, right? Just because it has much less liquidity and is newer, right? So it's kind of gonna drive hexagons a little bit crazy, right? Because a lot of people will be like sharing this hex and they're like, no, buy the original one, right? It's just a meme, etc. It has no utility, or like, it is, right? People get triggered, emotional, but that is good because it drives the narrative forward, right? So I'm foreseeing that already. In the attention terms, right, we also got like ADA playing a big role because in terms of virality, that's what I mean. Because as you saw, like we just needed like Charles Hoskin to interact a little bit, and then like the memes appeared, like everybody was like going crazy. So it does have that virality, right? Like same for example Trump, right? Right now like nobody really cares, but once the Politify coins like reappear, because in my opinion they will, right? And it's not even like an area that I care that much about, right? But I respect the game, and I think they will pump again, right? So Trump, for me, it's an obvious play, right? In those terms, and it like among the that category, right? In terms of virality, I think Trump was the one doing the most volume. So yeah, that's why it's higher. Oops, in the chart. Sorry. Then you have like a bunch of other ones like Tron, Mars, XRP, Doge, Solana, Pepe, Elon, and all of those ones are like in the bucket of virality, but a bit below, because like they haven't done anything yet. You know, like we can see that there's something there, like in terms of memes, in terms of potential, right? But they haven't pumped yet. They're just like waiting, right? But in terms of potential, like they have a lot of like, you know, meme potential in my opinion. I'm like, maybe I should change this from viral to memetics, I guess, because I like memetics more than virality. Like, although they're like not really interchangeable, but they're related. Let's say they're related. But anyways, I think like these ones are very strong contenders in that area. Okay, and then in the terms of narrative area and product market fit, we also have like the USDT, USDC, Ether, Bitcoin, PulseX, and Pulse, right? That are right now like nobody really cares, right? But once the like things start to go up, like these coins will pump a lot. And unlike Hex, I believe, and this is why they're not like on the same category. Unlike BitcoinHEX, I think there won't be that much resistance, right, in terms of like emotional engagement against it, right? It will be much more in terms of narrative, right? That is, it's a meme, and it will be like much easier accepted by the community, I guess, because it's like it's not really competing with the ticker that everybody likes already. PulseX and Pulse do, but I think like the people inside like these tokens are a little bit different, right, than the proper hexagons, let's say. And we like one thing we can actually do a group, like categorize the PulseChain investors, let's say. That would be interesting. So yeah, maybe one day we'll do that so that we can understand where people sit, and maybe we can try to speculate on how these communities will interact in the future, right, as the prices move higher. Because I believe there's a group that believes that it will be all peace and love, like once the prices go higher. But from my past experience, like that is true for a little while, right, in the beginning. But then very quickly people turn into PvP mode again. Why? Because they'll be competing for access, right? My favorite token is doing more access than yours, so it's the winner, blah blah. Like, you know, that sort of mentality. So it returns like fairly quickly. So you'll see. But that is good. That is extremely good, because I don't think that love and all, like, you know, no drama. It's not good. Like, imagine, I know a lot of chains that have no drama and nobody gives a shit. Like, I don't know. Like, let me think of a very good one, because there's very good examples. Like Near, for example. Near is actually very cool technology, and nobody gives a shit, right? So then there's so many examples, right? But I think Near is actually a very good one, right? Because old protocol, like cool technology, it has money, like they have VCs, etc., like some whales there, but like nobody really gives a shit, and they're building technology, they're shipping, and like nobody cares. Nobody, like, they do conferences, they do all that shit, and nobody cares. It's amazing. That's why I think like this PulseChain ecosystem is like actually very good, very tasty, because like we have something that like very few have, right? Which is the hardest thing to get, right? It's the attention. And PulseChain in general, it has the attention, right? For the wrong or right reasons, it doesn't matter, like whatever, like, because you can say, oh, it does have for the wrong reasons. It doesn't matter. It does have the attention, right? It's better if people criticize it than they don't even talk about it, right? In my opinion. And there's a lot of good chains that, when I say good, is like the technology is also actually not that bad, right? But nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. Atom, for example, and I'm sure like people say, oh, it has like some volume and it has this and that, but like at the end of the day, nobody cares, right? So it is what it is, and that is something that PulseChain like does not suffer from, right? At least for now, which is good, right? That's why I think, like, I hope the community keeps some drama going, because drama kind of drives attention, right? It drives people, you know, looking into what you're doing, right? Like, for example, I went on tech with pDAI, right? And I know a lot of people will say, but it didn't end well, and we had an exploit. It doesn't matter. Like, that's not my point. My point is that we have narratives that work, right? We have narratives that attract eyes and attention, and, you know, eyeballs, and that's what we need. That's what we need. That's one of the most important things, I think, besides price action, obviously. Number go up is always the most important thing, and we'll have that at some point, I believe. So anyways, this is more or less how I think these coins, exist within this map of categories that I randomly assign, right? You could choose like anything else, right? Obviously, this was my personal and subjective choice, but it kind of gives me an idea how can I don't know, look at these coins, right? Maybe it's good like to even pair them together, right? Like in ways to, oh, maybe these two kind of fit in the same place. Maybe they'll kind of grow and together. I don't know, just sharing ideas, crazy ideas. But yeah, but this is basically my perspective on this subject, on the meme spectrum, right? Because we can look at the memes, they're all the same thing, or we can try to dig a little bit deeper and try to understand where they fit within a set of categories, right? Because it might help us allocate funds, right? Because we might have preferences, right? I like things that have more product market fit. I like things that have a stronger narrative, or I like things that can go extremely viral. I don't know, right? Hello, Grumpy. How are you doing, sir? But actually, like when I looked at that coin, first, like it wasn't launched by the same address that launched these ones, right? So I'm not sure if that is an RH coin, sir. It was launched on the day after these coins, and it wasn't not launched by the same address that launched these coins. So, and I went to verify that on pump.fun, right? To check the coins, like which coins that address actually minted, and right wasn't there, right? I'm not saying it wasn't minted. It could have been minted by somebody else and sent, the coins to that address. I'm not sure, right? I don't know. But because you can see who created the coins on pump.fun, right? You can see who was the deployer, right? Like I can see Matty's tokens. That's a good one, bro. No. I did check on pub.fun, sir. It was not a same wallet. It was not a same wallet. So that's the only reason why I did not add it yet, right? But I will definitely take a look at, right, because it has a great community, and like I told you, it I don't care if it's RH or not, right? At the end of the day, because for me, it's important. Like in a sense, I care about like RH stuff. Obviously, like I put it in a different category, right? When I say I don't care, in the sense of will I not look because it's not RH? No, of course not. I will look, obviously. That's my point, and I hope we start to kind of have that mentality. I'm not saying you need to buy stuff, right? But at least have an open mind to look into different things, because this is a new chain. And I'll always say the same thing, right? I don't care if you're a hex maximalist or like a RH core maximalist. I don't give a shit. Like whoever you are, this is a new chain, and you gotta deal with the fact that new things will pop up, and we shouldn't just keep saying just buy the car, just buy this token. Like it doesn't work like that, right? It doesn't work like that anymore. This is a new game we're playing now. It's not the same. Just buy this one coin game, right? That ship has sailed. Whether we like it or not, that ship has sailed. So we need to adjust our worldview, basically. At least that's what I did, right? That's what I did, because I don't think RH would launch a chain to have like 4 coins, right? That's why he literally built something like Solana had to launch memes, right? To launch meme coins. That's a fair launch, but it's bonded curve. And then not only did that, he also created 20 coins there, or 21 coins, sorry, or 22, whatever, a bunch of coins, right? He created a bunch of coins after he launched that new exchange. So whether we like it or not, that is a reality, right? That is a reality. And I wouldn't even need the memes, right? I could even go back and say, look, RH created PulseChain, and with PulseChain came the forked coins, right? The P copies. So whether we like it or not, those coins also belong to the people who built PulseChain, right? Belong, when I say belong, is in terms of who created them, not belong in the terms of do they need to tend to those coins, right? That's a different discussion. Being the creator and like the CEO or the people who cares or tends to the coin. Like those are different roles, I guess. They're not the same role. So yeah, for me that's pretty obvious that a new chain should have new products, new coins, new like everything, right? Because it's a new chain, right? We cannot have a chain with like 4 coins and oh that's it. No, like that doesn't work. That doesn't exist. It makes no sense. What makes sense is it's to have like as many things as possible so that we can attract many communities, right? And a lot of communities will come that we don't like personally. Like there will be communities here that I don't like, and that it is what it is. We just have to deal with it. Maybe we can create drama because that drama is good, right? But like, there's a point, right? There's a point. We just I think it's important to create drama in the sense of engagement, right? But not just attack everything, right? That's kind of a bit retarded in my opinion. But we are the retarded chain, so I don't know, man. Maybe let's keep being retarded. Maybe that's the way forward. I don't know. I'm literally speaking from the heart. I'm not judging. Maybe being the retarded chain is just doing retarded things, and that's it. And that is what will pay off at the end of the day. So I don't know. We'll see, guys. Interesting times ahead, that's for sure. And because the prices are moving, so should we take a look at the prices? Maybe. I think we should. Let me I did not prepare anything. Like let me open the screen. Next screener, watch lists. Ooh, nice. Things are pumping. I like that. Let's see. Okay, let me share the screen. And before I do that, I gotta play the commercial, guys. You know how it is. I got a family to feed, and the piri piri guys pay me in piri piri, so that's my dinner every single day. Grumpy says drama and banter good. Grow up and let people make their choices, though. Yes, man. Like I like that, man. That like you put what I say very nicely, Grumpy. So thank you, sir. Thank you for that. Because yeah, sometimes I'm not that good with words. It is what it is, But I agree with you. But I do agree with you. We need to grow up and just let people do good and bad choices, right? Screaming at them doesn't work. Like, believe it or not, it doesn't work. Saying like, you see, you're a very stupid cunt, idiot, fucking stupid people, like person, like you bought something that went to zero, like you should buy my coin. Like it doesn't work, man. People are like, nah, I'm not gonna buy your coin then. I'm gonna buy something else. I'm being honest, man. I'm being honest. As a Mexican, it doesn't work like screaming at people. So I'm kind of like, it's a bummer to see so many people just screaming and saying, "Well, you should just buy these coins because like everything else sucks." Like, no, man. That discourse sucks. That's the thing that sucks. But anyways, can't see. Yeah, I haven't shared it yet, sir. You need to wait, man, because I'm still doing my monologue, Grumpy, and you need to wait. I know you're grumpy, bro, but it is what it is, man. I need to do my monologue, guys. I need to take these things out of my chest, and you are my psychiatrist, guys, because the one I had apparently, is throwing people off, So I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe in anymore. I'm joking. All right, let me play the commercial, and then we're going to next screener and Twitter and all the good stuff. I know you guys want to see the coins. I know you want to see the watch list. You want to see the famous watch list with all the memes, all there happy together. But Grumpy, I will add that ride coin to my non-RH meme main list, my main two. So that you're happy, man. So that you're happy, and I'll see, man. If it's a good time to buy, maybe I'll buy some. Maybe I'll be even crazy and drop a few bucks and see what happens. Maybe it will be magic carpet ride. Maybe you're right. Maybe that will be the magic carpet ride of a lifetime, sir. So thank you for sharing. And actually, I think I looked at it at some point, but it was pumping, and I was like, nah, I'll wait. Because I don't care if it's RH or not in that sense. Remember, guys, if it looks good, if I like it, I'll buy it. Non-RH doesn't matter. I don't judge. And I assume that it is more risky. It is riskier. And like before we go, just for the ones that have never seen this, sorry, not this. Where is it? There we go. This, like before this is the global risk reward, right? I keep sharing this. I'm gonna do it quickly this time, guys. Sorry. Like imagine Bitcoin not risky, right? Ethereum a little bit more risky, right? But still not risky. BNB like a little bit more risky, but it has been here for quite some time. Hex, it shouldn't be risky at all, but like the market perceives it already as risky. So the PulseChain, PulseX, Inc. like extremely risky. Like the meme tokens, RH meme tokens are like crazy risk already, like to the global market, not as in PulseChain, just the global market. Like and like non-RH stickers, memes or not non-memes, like it doesn't even matter. Like it's even crazier. Like it's like the risk is off the chart. Also, the reward can be like off the chart, obviously. So, having that in mind, not this one. Sorry, having that in mind, this is how I kind of categorize things, right? Like most risky pDAI, right? Like in terms of like, and its pDAI could be other, like any other that's kind of exploitable or has a crazy hack or thing happening, right? Like for example, Luna or FTX, like anything that's like has something crazy going on, right? Like it can be extremely rewarding if you buy at the perfect time, right? But it can be like super risky because you're probably going to lose a lot of money, right? So it is what it is. But then you can have like the number two, which is like non-RH stuff, like super risky, right? But could have like crazy rewards as well, right? Obviously, like, and this is like only because of liquidity, right? That's it. And then you have like the RH memes, like the most and pump, which for us as within PulseChain, we don't perceive them as risky. Like it's RH branded, like so good to go. And then we have the cores, which are like not risky at all. Like cores are like super safe. Like if you don't have cores, you're crazy. Because in our world, cores, it's mandatory. You need to have cores, right? You need to have at least 2 out of the 4. You need to have, right? You need to hold 2 out of the 4 minimum. Like, and you need 3 because you're gonna have PLS because you need for fees. So like you need to hold them all. Like, no, like scrap that. You need to hold them all, right? So because that's like the basic stuff. That's the basic, right? And look, I'm not telling you not to buy other stuff, but like those 4, like have some exposure, like for God's sake, don't be crazy, right? Don't be insane, because have a little bit exposure, at least a tiny exposure to the cores, man. You need that, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, right? When I say tiny, like I have a lot of exposure, right? So I'm happy with that. But if you go crazy and you just want to buy memes and like crazy risky stuff, at least have a little bit on cores, because they will pump, man. At some point they will pump, right? Don't miss those gains. When PDP airdrop, I don't know, man. Ask on Twitter, but I don't think they're doing an airdrop, right? I don't think they have something else. They have what is it called? Referral. They have a referral thing, right? Maybe they'll I'm sure they'll have they'll do more advertising closer to launch date, like explaining the features, let's say. But I know that they have that the referral on the credits. So when you play the jackpots, if you refer somebody when you buy the credits, you get like I think it's 5% more, right? So you can just use your use that as a referral, right? And if people use your referral, get 5% more, right? So yeah, it's a win-win. I'm here for high risk. Welcome, Red Bull. Welcome, Francisco. Yes, sir. We're here for that. Exactly. We're here for that. We're here for the high reward, sir. High reward. Let me go up a little bit. Yeah. Where's the chat? Oh, sorry, man. The chat is not here, guys. Sorry. Yes, I forgot. What's your sense on PWBTC, sir? It's a good question, Grumpy. My stance, I don't think it has like any sort of hack or anything, so it can just be dumped by the people who who have those coins, but that's part of the game. It doesn't matter, just sell pressure. So yes, I'm holding my PWBTC. I'm buying, and yeah, I like it. I don't see a reason to sell it, right? On this category, I'm not including, right, the P copies, right? I could include the P copies, right? But I'm not right now. I'm not like looking at the P copies. I have the P copies, but like I think there's a group that already focus on P copies, right? So I'm like all for the P copies. I think it's great. I don't see a reason why they cannot pump, right? We have the issue with pDAI, but that's it, right? It doesn't. The others are, I believe, unaffected in the sense that they're still doing what they're still doing, right? And I'm sure there will be more protocols that are kind of exploitable or not working, well. But the ones that are, I don't see a problem, right? I don't see a problem with that. So PWBTC is like Purple Bitcoin is still one of the coins that the copies that I like in that sense. It has a great community. A lot of people like it. Again, I think it will pump now. How much? I'm not sure, right? Because I think in terms of narrative, in terms of storytelling, it's a little bit, it's a little bit that it can resuscitate, like it can be reborn, right? With a new fire, like a phoenix. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Because look, I'm like, I don't want to go against what our leader wants. What do I mean by it? It's like, even if I don't agree that's like just scrapping the copies in terms of like paying attention to them, right? Is the strategy to go? I'm not gonna go against his strategy, because he did release pump tires with meme coins. So I kind of think that's the vision, right, that he has for like, trying to onboard people. So I'm like, okay, if there's a group that wants to onboard through the P copies, that's fine, absolutely fine with it, man. Like freedom of speech, Shane, go for it. Me personally, I'm gonna try to onboard through memes or other stuff, right? But that's me, just personally. It's not that I'm against the others, right? I just think it's a smarter strategy to onboard through the memes, for example. You think Richard will pump all of his meme coins? Man, who knows? Like, who knows what will Richard do? I'm not counting on that, right? Like the ones that I bought them because I like the narratives and the storytelling or the variety. It's not because I think the OA will buy them, right? I don't care about that. I think they can pump either way, literally. It's not related to the OA buying at all, right? The only thing I care about is who made them, right? And not even like, and this is like, I'm only saying that I care in the sense that they have the seal of approval, right? The branding from RH, right? So for me, that's enough. The way buying or not, it doesn't matter. It can buy. He made the coin, so I don't see a reason for they not to buy, right? Maybe it's not buying now because it just doesn't want to, either because it is a good card to play, right, to create more speculation around those coins, right? Just wait a little bit further, let people focus in one single coin, and then when they least expect it, just buy other like meme coins and people go crazy, right? Or because it just wants to send a signal, just buying the most liquid, right, or the most liquids. So I don't know, it could be like the reason that the OA is not buying now, or it will never buy, or that it will buy at some point. There's like so many reasons that could spend the entire night here speculating, right? It's a possibility, right? How much probability right now? I don't know, like 10%, maybe 10%. Low probability, that's what I mean. But it doesn't matter. My bags are filled with a lot of all of the meme coins, all of the average meme coins. So like if he buys, perfect. If he doesn't, I don't care. I think they will pump either way, because there will be many narratives that will appear for those coins that we're not expecting now. It can be a meme, it can be literally some sort of narrative that appears, like the pDAI narrative, something else, right? Like some group, one of these I don't know, founders, like from, I don't know, maybe Justin Sun likes PulseChain and is like, oh, I like that you guys did the Tron there, I'm gonna buy a bag, right? I don't care, like something like that, something crazy that we're not expecting, like a White Swan event. There's like at least 21 coins that he did, right, or 22. So like the likelihood that's like that there is like some sort of swan, like White Swan event for one of them, it's great. Actually, it's not a small likelihood, it's a great one actually, which is That's why I bought the bag of off the mall, because like I think it can happen very easily. Something super unexpected that just pumps like crazy, one of these coins, right? For whatever reason, right? Whatever reason. So yes, I think they will pump, and Richard might even buy them, right? He made them, so, and we know that he likes to buy the coins that he makes, at least in the past, right? He has. Anyways, let's move into Twitter and Dex Screener and the coins. I'm just looking for the commercial. There we go. Let me just stop the music for a second. Let's go. Amazing. Beautiful. Just beautiful. All right, let me share the screen. I love these commercials, guys. They're amazing, amazing aesthetics. I love this 90s thing. All right, where is the share screen? There we go. Okay. Why is it not appearing? Give me a second, guys. Let me reload the screens. I don't know why it, like, sometimes this happens. Let me see if now it's working. Why is it not sharing? Okay, let me share here. Right. Let me just see. You can see, right? Perfect. Let me just adjust. No, you can see fine. I'll zoom in a little bit. Okay, now it should be better. Let me just, oops. Okay. Yeah. Can you see my screen well? Let me know, guys, if you can see my screen well enough. Anyways, let me. Okay, let's again sorted by pumping on the last 6 hours. Want to see what's pumping harder now. Trump leading the way. Nice. Oh, it's looking good, guys. It's looking tasty. Very tasty. Look at this. 3 days in a row. It's good. It's very good. Let's see if it can continue, right? Right now, we're near this first range, right? Resistance range right here. So we're approaching. So we'll see how it behaves between 1.5 and around 1.8. Yeah, 1.9. Let's say 1.5 and 1.9. Let's see how it behaves there. If you can just break this, if it can just like whoop, break this, that would be an excellent sign, right? It can consolidate a little bit after, right? It's fine, but it would be important to kind of like, you know, break these levels. But anyways, it's still a good opportunity, right? It's still near the lows, as you can see. So how much did it pump from the lows? Let's say around here, right? It's, you know, like 60%, like, you know, not much. It's still a baby pump, so still a good time to get in if you like the Trump narrative. Right. Oh, sorry. Did you? Oh, sorry, guys. I think you weren't seeing the Trump coin. Sorry. Let me try a different way. Wait. Sorry about that. I forgot that. Oops. There we go. Let me try now and see if it's. Yeah, I think it's working now. Yeah, it's working. Perfect. So basically, what I was saying is, this only pumped 60% from like the lows, right? So it's still a good entry on Trump, and it does look good, right? 3 days in a row pumping. This doji looks extremely tasty. So yeah, it does look good. And let me see, why is the music so quiet? All right, better. So Trump does look good. Trump does look good. Let's see, Elon. Looking nice too. Four days in a row. Nice. Perfect. But like small pumps, you see, like very small pumps. Stairs up, you know. This is good. This is actually good. Let's see if it can, you know, continue. Slowly grind, slowly grind. That would be good, man. That would be extremely good. If you can have like a slowly grind for these coins, you know. Let's see most. Yeah, still ranging. Yeah. It had a breakout, but ooh, quickly died. But still, right? Higher lows, right? Higher lows. So it's still grinding up. It's good. It does look good. We'll see. We'll see, but it does look good. I won't lie. Let me see from the bottom. How much are we up? Not much, probably. Was this a BB buying? Maybe it was. Maybe this was a BB buying. Thank you for the pump, sir. At just 100%. A nice 2x. Take the volume. Yeah, it's still ranging here. Not out of the woodwork. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it can continue. Right, just the second day. This will be the second day, like, you know, going up. So yeah, a long way to go for ETH. Had a nice pump, but then the whale, whoever bought it, decided to jit out, and that's it. That's the story. So yeah, there's like not much liquidity yet, not much interest, like very low market cap. It's crazy that we have RH coins that have like 100k market cap. This is insane. Insane. Let's see BitcoinHEX. Not bad, not bad. But, you know, see, dumped a lot. Now it's let's see if it can recover, right? Let's see. It's super spiky hex, right? It's super spiky. Yeah, let's see. Still not in a great zone. It has a lot to recover. We'll see how it behaves. We'll see if this was the bottom. It could have, right? It could have been, but let's see. This was actually a juicy pump. Yeah, now 20%. Like, yeah, still a small pump. Yeah, we'll see. But it's it could be a good sign if it can hold here, right? Even if it ranges a bit, or it just moves up. We'll see. Still weak. Wait. Yeah, very low liquidity. Ooh. Let's see, DAI, one of my favorites. Probably my favorite so far, I think. Like crazy volume to liquidity ratio, man. It's crazy. It's insane. Still near the lows. Nobody cares. I love it. Should I buy more? Maybe I'll buy more. I'm feeling tempted to buy more. I am feeling tempted. This does look good. Yeah. Like volume is dying, kind of dying, right? Like this looks good. I won't lie. Tasty opportunity. And I do like this coin. It has a lot of anger, a lot of emotion surrounding these brands, so I think it can pump a lot. How crazy would it be if RH bought this one? This one is like one that I think it would be crazy, right? Like a statement. That would be a statement. So I think it has a lot of potential, like so many different, ways to look into it. Mars. Yeah, super like low and interesting, just ranging here. Look at this, just slowly bleeding, and then whoop, small pump. There we go. Yeah, man, but it's could be an interesting one. Low liquidity, man. But you see, guys, like this is like what I'm talking about, Like very similar, right? Very similar. Now, look at this. How is this even possible? This is crazy. These stats drive me crazy, man. Like these pDAI stats. Oof, I love it. Okay, pump tires. Let's see if you guys are saying anything. Tech Dude, welcome to the stream, sir. Welcome. Cardano could have been something big, but Charles was so quick to apologize to RH. Yeah, man, that's true. But look, do you think that's finished? No. It has only begun. Look, what do you think it will happen when our ADA does 10x or whatever, like a big number, and people won't stop like hitting Charles with? Look at our ADA is the best ADA, like it will drive him nuts. He will not resist. It's the dark side, man. It's the temptation. He will talk about us. He will give us his attention. And that's enough. That's enough for another 10x pump. After that, after the first 10x, he tweets about us like angry. This is bullshit. I hate this meme. How is this possible? Is the market so retarded that they're not buying the real ADA, the real technology? I can already imagine. I can ask Grok to write me a tweet as Charles Hoskin for the future, so that I tweet in 1 year from now. I can already see the big picture in that sense. I can already imagine. ADA is the best. Yes, Sir Grumpy. ADA is the best indeed. I like ADA. I like the meme coin ADA. It is a great, it's a great brand. And don't forget that I put ADA here in our spectrum, right? Oops, not this one. Sorry, guys. I put ADA here within with the great virality, potential, right? Probably one of the highest, right? Because I do think that it does have that potential. We already saw it when history tends to repeat. Don't forget that, guys. It doesn't always repeat, but it rhymes. History rhymes. It's like poetry. It rhymes. That's what Lucas said once about the movies. Anyways, the Star Wars movie, but like anywhere else. My point is, it does have the memetics. We've already seen the potential, right? So now we just buy and wait, because at some point it's bound to happen again. It's bound to happen. So it's one of those things. When it does, you guys will remember this. We will remember this moment, right? We'll remember this moment and be like, damn, that was a good call. I wish I had bought more. And this applies to me, guys. This applies to me too, right? Because when these coins do whatever number of crazy X's they will do, I'll be like, damn, I should have bought more. It's always like that, man. It's always like that. Even when you have juicy, huge bags, you think I could have bought more. That's the reality. That is the reality. Okay, let me go back to the coins. Where are they? There we go. All right, where were we? I kind of got lost. Did we check pump? I'm not sure. No, it's here. Pump. Okay, let's check pump. Kind of like most, right? Just going up and raging. But this is good. This is actually good. It is bound to do a massive pump, a massive pumperoni. Let's see. Can I draw a line here? Is it? It's kind of doesn't matter. It does look good, right? It does look cool. If I had an imaginary line here, with a downtrend, this kind of broke it, whoop, that's it. Destroyed the downtrend, right? Something like this, right? And I'm not. I should connect as many points as possible, right? And I know this is not extremely accurate. I know that. I understand that, guys. I'm just trying to draw a line that shows kind of like the trend, right? And this was whoop, no, fuck that trend. There's a new trend now, a new king in town. Boom, there we go. So kind of like a mouse, right? So I do not disrespect the price action. On the contrary, I respect it a lot, and this shows strength. So well done to the guys who bought a lot of pump, or bought a lot of most, that's what I mean, because this shows a lot of strength, right? And even in my spectrum, right, these were the ones with the highest product market fit, right? This is the reality. And product market fit is liquidity, is people's money, basically. That's where the money goes into, right? So that is the reality. USDC. Let me just see look, man, it had less volume than DAI. It's crazy. Crazy, man. This is whoa, gives me the chills, literally gives me the chills. This is good. It looks like dying, right? A slow, horrible, painful death, just doing nothing. 4 days straight, nothingness. This is good. I like it. You see what happens after nothingness? Whoop! Man, this is written, right? It's already written. How long did it take here? 1, 2, like a week, more or less a week. Let's see if it's going to be a week though. If it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 13, right? 13. So around the weekend, we'll see. We'll see. But at some point, this is bound to shoot up into the fucking stars. Oopsie. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me close a few of these screens. How is Bitcoin? Yeah, pump and dump. Perfect, but it's holding. You see? This is like a different chart from the others. You see, it's like it's holding right here. It's pumpy. People like the Bitcoin brand, man. People do like the Bitcoin brand. I like this, man. I like this chart. It shows strength, right? And it's still in an uptrend, I believe. Downtrend, uptrend, right? We like it does seem that we might have broken it, right? Possibly, right? But if it kind of recovers quickly, then we'll see. Everything is possible. Don't forget, guys. Everything is possible in this crazy crypto market. Let's see what's going on with Pepe. Oh my god, beautiful. Just like dying. Nobody gives a shit. It's like, spit on that thing. Blah, nobody cares. Yeah, look at this shit. It's terrible, man. It's like disgusting, man. Nobody gives a shit. It's dead, which is perfect, man. It's a great time to buy. That's what I mean. Don't misinterpret what I mean. It means that it's good. When it looks like shit and nobody cares, it's the best time. So yeah, man, this actually looks very nice. Very nice. That's what I like to see, on a chart when like absolutely no interest, like nobody cares, it's dead and it's never going up. Perfect. Perfection. Because at some point it will go up, it's bound to go up, and people will not know why. Not even I know why, but it will go up. It will go up for whatever reason. Maybe just because the others went up. Maybe that's the enough reason. Doge similar, man. Look at that. Disgusting, man. Just doing nothing. Nobody cares. I love it, man. I like these coins. What can I say? And these charts, they look good. Looks like nobody gives a shit, nobody cares, and then you just buy it and boop, at some point it just pumps for no fucking reason. And yeah, that's it. The end of the story. But I like this, and like, when nobody cares, nobody's interested, low volume, just jitters, just selling as much as they can at the lows, so that new buyers can swoop in, accumulate nice juicy bags, and then whoop, hold the coin until it does 1000x basically. Have we seen Cardano? I think we did, but I don't remember, so we'll see it again. Doesn't matter. Yeah, just holding, right? Similar story, like super. Oh yeah, big pump, drop, big pump here, right when Charles was talking about this, and then dead. Just it's gonna die. Yeah, it might range here for a little bit longer. It does depend on the others, obviously, right? He can slowly grind up, right? But like, what I think is that at some point it's like this is bound to happen again, right? And then it will continue, because it will drive more attention, and it will already be up a lot, and the story. It's like a snowball effect. It's like a snowball effect, guys. In your map might be good to track percent of average on hold. Yeah, man, that's actually a good idea. I think isn't it more or less the same? I think it's the same. My I think it's actually the same. I'm not sure, but I think it's the same number of coins. If it's not, please correct me. Right? Uh, I remember that I looked at that at some point, but it was some time ago, so I don't really remember if all the amounts were the same, right? That he holds, right? But again, man, like for me, it's enough that he built them, right? I'm looking, but no, I don't care how much. I assume it's a lot, like Pump and Trump and most, right? But I probably haven't even verified for all of them. I verified, like, no, I'm sure I verified in the sense that I saw it on PulseChain, and then on Dex, on TrueGo Pulse, I saw the supply distribution, and I think, like, for all of these coins, as far as I remember, it had that whatever wallet, seven something wallets holding, or six something wallet holding, like, the majority of the coins, right? So yeah, that's what I remember, right? But again, it's like 20 something coins. So do your own research, and after you do your own research, actually share here too, so that you can correct me if I'm wrong, or tell me, no, bro, you were right actually. So that's good. Let me go back here. Oops, did I show your comment, tech dude? Yeah, but that's what I was discussing, right? It's a good idea, man. It's a good idea. All right, so ADA, we saw ADA. Let's take a look at Sol. It's gonna be dead too, right? In one of those, not dead. It's kind of more alive than some of the others, actually, which is interesting. Near the lows, right? Still near the lows, so we could still drop further, but we'll see. We'll see. I think we're already entering the bull season, so yeah. But right now, like, low liquidity, low volume, right? Nobody's really interested, right? Again, this is one of those narratives that if Solana pumps a lot, it's possible that this one also pumps a lot, right? Or if Solana legends come into PulseChain for whatever reason, they might like that coin, right? And the best, one of my favorite, just because, right? Nobody sees Richard as the best founder right now, right? Everything is down, everybody's crying in the casino. But at some point, the narrative will change, and probably the tokens that people like the most will change too, right? That's my humble opinion. So we'll see. But it's right now like a slow grind up. It looks good. It looks tasty. So yeah, let's see if it can continue, right? Let's see if it can continue. That would be good, right? At least break this one range, right? Just go above it. We'll see. Still very early. XRP, another coin that's an interesting right now, in the sense that nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Are you loading chart? Come on. Doesn't want to load? Why? Let's see, close some stuff. All right, it's going live. All right. Yeah, again, near the lows. And interesting, just ranging, right? It even looks like it wants to go down, right? So it's a great opportunity. Right? That's what I think. Might be a great opportunity, right? And the XRP is even special because I don't know why, but there's two of them. Like, he made two. I don't know if it was by mistake or whatever the reason was. Maybe it's just for fun to see if people bond them together. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't try to analyze, like, just for fun, right? But apart from that, I don't go into crazy conspiracy theories, right? there's already enough outside PulseChain, right, that we can go into. Like, no need to create conspiracies within PulseChain. Although it's good, right? It's good for the drama and people talking. So might be a good one. Like, why did RH create 2 XRPs? Why? Does it have a special meaning? I don't know, man. Maybe because there was no forked XRP, so it was like, I need to create 2 because there's like other 2. But then most of them pump, but those are like original ones. Let me see. But Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has the P copy, and Ethereum. No, I don't know, man. You see, I'm already going into the fucking conspiracy. I can't. I will not do it. You guys do it, and then I'll just read what you think. But anyways, there's 2 of them by the same fucking address, which is amazing. So, which one will you buy? Maybe both, maybe none. But this looks good, man. Like, these charts do look good. Which one will win the race of the XRP tokens? Man, I think this moved a lot right now. Which ones did we? Oh, all right, doesn't matter. Let's take a look at those and be done with it. Yeah, this looks good. Just ranging. See, like kind of dying. Nobody cares. And then at some point, zoop, it goes up for whatever reason that we cannot predict. But yeah, man, history doesn't repeat, but does rhyme a lot. So yeah, we'll see. It could go down, right? It could still go down a little bit further. We have some room, but do I think it will go down? No. I think the market will pump, and with the rest of the meme coins, these ones will pump too at some point. Okay, yeah, going near the all-time lows, which is good if you're buying, right? If you're buying, this is a great buying zone, right? Like, great entry zone. So do whatever you want with this information, but this looks good. This does look good. And let's see PulseChain. Curious. Yeah, similar, a little bit better, I guess, but could mean it still goes on again, right? And like around this range, and then recovers. We'll see. It's too early to tell, but because there's still a downtrend, right? That's what I mean. Maybe it will just hang here, or could still drop, but it already a good price, already a good entry point, right? It's already a good entry point. If you like this pulse meme, right? And right now, don't forget that I do think these memes are, and you can even see by the volume and everything, right? They're kind of they are kind of on the far down right side, which means they're like don't have right now a great product market fit, and the narrative is kind of weak, right? But that can change at any time. That can change at any moment. Don't forget that, guys. It can change at any moment, and then we have a mad pump, right? A mad pump. So maybe like these ones will accompany more the course for whatever reason, right? I don't know. Just speculating, right? Just speculating. I hope pump fund users will eventually come over to tires. Yeah, man, that would be great. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll see opportunity here if things start to pump. If these memes and other memes will pump, they'll see a good opportunity here, and they could maybe bridge some tokens in and play around with these coins, right? Ink Maxi, I'm doing well, sir. Thank you so much for showing up. Yes, I'm doing well, sir. Everything is good, and we can see the core coins. Let me play a very quick commercial, and then we go into the course and see what's going on there. Quick commercial, guys. Boom.
Underestimate the power of the pDAI.
Nice. A quick one for the road. All right, let's see the chorus really quick. I still have stuff to do, believe it or not, so I don't want to stay here for too long. Are they dumping? Yeah, they're probably. Wait, well, it's easier like this. They're dumping a little bit, not too hard. So, just holding probably. Yeah, still a green candle, just holding around here. Weekly one. Sorry guys. Oops. Whoopsie. Yeah. We'll see. Still downtrends. We broke it here, right? But still just ranging sideways. We'll see. A long way to go, right? A long way to go. Let me see the ratio here. Yeah, still holding. Just holding, barely holding, but still holding, right? We'll see if it can keep this range. Ink Maxi. See, we're watching Wink. We're seeing what it does. Why is this shit? Okay. Yeah, just holding here. Yeah, see, just holding here. Let's see if it can hold. If it can hold, then happy days, man. Happy days. But still too soon, right? It's still ranging here. Yeah, if it can hold, or ideally it would pump a little bit, you know, just above this range, around this range, right? We expect some resistance around here. So if it can like, even if it hangs out a little bit here, it's fine. But we should have like a nice pump around $192, right? Around that region, so that we're a little bit more, you know, relaxed. But right now is a great time to buy more, right? It's a great time to buy more. If you still need to buy more ink, if you still haven't accumulated enough, great range in my opinion. Let's see, hex. Yeah, just holding near around the bottom, right? Still holding here. So we'll see, but it does look like it wants to continue. So doesn't look bad at all. Great buying zone for hex, 100%. Great buying zone. Let's see, eHEX. Just hanging out. Another great buying zone. Like, the problem is it's a great buying zone for all these tokens, man. So it's hard to choose. Maybe it broke here. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it holds. Too early, but it's a great entry point. Right now it's dumping a little bit, right? The ratio. So we'll see. We should have some support around here, right? I think some support around here. So we'll see where it goes. Could still drop a little bit, but it doesn't have that much room, right? It doesn't have that much room. Temtem, you need to buy harder. But it's a great entry zone for X from Ethereum. Just holding around 195. Yeah, man, just holding. We'll see. But it doesn't look bad, man. It doesn't look bad. Right now, just ranging here. The longer the better, in the sense that if there are JITs, they're just jitting out at these prices and they're being bought up, which is good. There's like strong buyers, people who have money who are like, just securing this price range. Basically, we'll see if it continues. If it does, this is good. This is good, actually. It looks good. And this still has a long way to go, right? A long way to go. This is a big downtrend, right? Big one. So if it pumps hard, you have a nice entry right here. A nice entry. Generational, as they say. Generational. We'll see. But guys, I think, I think for today, in terms of coins, I think that's it. Just wanted to check the price of the cores too. They look, yeah, man. You mean solid hex? I've seen it, right? Maybe next on the next episode we can dive into some of the non-RH tokens again. But yes, sir, I'm actually actively looking at other communities, what they're doing, and since the solid X guy is Portuguese, I'm obviously more interested, even, right? Because he's just Portuguese, right? So he's my blood somehow, right? In that sense, right? Nationality-wise, that's what I mean. So yes, I am interested, and I'm watching, and I'll probably show the chart and we'll discuss it at some point. But I just wanna follow it a little bit longer before I start doing that. Maybe buy a little bag, just to support, right? And yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it, guys, for today. I think we covered the topic that I proposed myself to discuss. And sorry that I was late today, but I was literally just doing the presentation, right? That's basically it. Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, he's coming out with a casino that will buy and burn these tokens. Yes, I heard that, and I do like casinos. I think gambling and Gamblify is actually a nice way to onboard new people, because everybody likes that. I guess everybody likes gambling, so it's a very simple and easy way. The piri guys, the stablecoin, the piri backed by Hex, they're also doing Gamblify. They're also building a sort of casino in terms of games, right? Jackpot games for the distribution of the yield that's generated by the protocol. That's ink, basically. That's ink. Because the fees are deposited in PulseChain farms, V1 farms, and ink is generated, and the ink is distributed to the players, basically. So you kind of play for free, right? Because you farm the incentive token and you burn it to play the games, basically. So, but yeah, like anything that's Gamblify related, I'm probably into, because I like that. I think it's the future in terms of adoption, in terms of new entrants. You need those ecosystems, whether you like it or not. They help onboarding new people, right? And I know a lot of people get wrecked in gambling and playing, so just be careful. But it is a helpful ecosystem to onboard new people. That's the absolute reality. So I'm quite excited and happy that he's building that, and I hope it works well, man. I hope it goes well for SolidX. Yeah, man, he seems like a nice person, a nice dude. So I like Hex OGs that are smart and that are building new things. That's smart. That's good for adoption, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, this was a great show, I think. Great discussion. So I will leave you with the usual video, and same time tomorrow, guys, around 11:30 GMT, 7:30 PM EDT. Don't forget to leave a like, to share with your friends. Thank you for coming, guys. Thank you a lot, Ink Maxi, Tech Dude, Grumpy, as usual, sir. Dr. Pulse, Red Bull Vodka, Unusual, Francisco as well. Scotty Scott, and everyone else, Cryptoland, Temtem, and see you, brother. See you, guys, and thank you for participating. Thank you for joining. See you tomorrow. Ciao.
かな空気のこの後の予想を見ていきます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かな気温です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで晴れる予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域は降りやすくなりますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の北上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが出ています。今週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は天気が良くなって寒くなるところがありそうなんです。お花見に行かれる方はお散歩をお願いします。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃から天気が崩れそうです。明日は雨の日が多くなるでしょう。その他、太平洋側の地域の西日本、沖縄は広く降りそうです。最近の今朝よりも気温が多いでしょう。札幌から新潟にかけては冬晴れです。最高気温は全国的に今日より5度前後高くなります。多くのところで4月並みです。札幌は5度、そして関東から西の地域の西の方まで上がるところが多いでしょう。では週間予報。札幌から東京です。日本海側は土曜日にかけて雨が降りそうです。日曜日も太平洋側で曇